Tell us what did you see, and did it change your impression of what's going on out there?
Yeah, we had our eyes opened, and what we knew to be true was confirmed. It was simultaneously heartbreaking and infuriating, because most of what we see here are unforced errors by the Biden administration. I know UFOs are great, but I think the greatest threat to our country is not UFOs from outer space, but the head of the DHS that is refusing to implement policies, existing laws that are already implemented by Congress to keep Americans safe.
Yeah, you make a good point. I mean, it does seem at this point that the Democrats are seeing the images too. I mean, it's hard to deny at this point. We've got video every day of people coming across. Even while you guys were out there today, we saw when you were walking by, there were migrants coming across the border.
Yeah, of course. We were just out by the river here, and right when we were out by the river, learning from people on the ground who deal with this each and every single day, there were military-age males crossing the river, chanting "Venezuela, Venezuela." Now, see, because of the broken policies from the Biden administration, we don't know where they're from. In fact, if there's nothing previously tracking them, we have to take them at their word for their name. We have to take them at their word for their date of birth. We have to take them at their word for from their origin. They could be from anywhere. With a war in Israel right now and open borders, even FBI personnel have said that Hamas could just be walking in here. So this is a clear and present danger, a risk to Americans, not just here in Texas, but back home in Michigan. We live, everybody, you hear all the time that every state's a border state. Well, Michigan truly is. Michigan is a border state, and on our northern border, apprehensions have blown up over 500%. And that's just the apprehensions. The numbers that you're hearing are data that's being twisted and being used to reflect more favorably on the administration. And with lack of accountability, they have no ability, no motivation to be transparent with the American people. So Congress is going to hold them accountable in the new year.
The number of migrants crossing, as you know, was the highest ever in December that they've ever counted. But this has been an issue for as long as I can remember. I mean, it's been an ongoing issue that Republicans and Democrats haven't been able to solve. I mean, is there more that Republicans can also do?
You know, I'll tell you what, let's just use some real numbers, because I'm a data guy. Remember when securing the border and building the wall was racist, when Republicans brought it up? And remember when Republicans were inhumane for how they're treating people? Well, now under the Biden administration, over 100,000 children, this administration completely lost track of. You want to talk about humane conditions? Well, how about under the Biden administration in the first year, over 600 deaths just in the Del Rio sector? The next year, close to 800 deaths. The next year, over 600 deaths. You know, that adds up to about 2,000 deaths just in 3 years under the Biden administration. You know how many under the Trump administration? In the 300s. Tragedies, all of them, that didn't need to happen. But with enforcing H.R. 2, that this House Republican majority has already passed 7 months ago, that Senate Democrats are refusing to take up, to even debate, 51% of them, look it up. And now they get to the end of the year, and they want to point fingers. Well, the I'm rubber and you're glue, what you say bounces off of me, sticks to you. This is schoolyard BS, and the Biden administration needs to be an adult about this, fix the crisis on the border, because it's affecting each of us. And that's not just the human trafficking that we're seeing. The drug trafficking we're seeing elevated crime rates from people who are beholden. Well, I'm concerned about this administration and who they might be beholden to, because I'll tell you what, it's pretty clean and clear from what it usually is around here, and it's pretty curious when you see California's governor cleaning up prior to Xi coming in, and Biden cleaning up prior to us coming. It seems like
did they clean it up? Did they clean it up, Congressman? Did they do something before you guys came?
Just last a couple weeks ago, 12,000, and now we just saw 6 with our own eyes. It seems that they are motivated to clean things up when the camera's on. They are allergic to transparency, they're allergic to accountability, and we're going to hold them accountable in 2024.